Hello everyone! I'm not sure, can you hear that rain? We'll go over to the window. I don't know if you can see it, no you can't. It's day 9, welcome. This is the time of day that I have put aside to do something with Chief. It's not gonna happen! That's ridiculous! Everything I've tried to do today, it's tiny, whack your nose on me. Everything I've tried, oh wow. Everything I've tried to do today has not gone quite how I wanted to go. And as much as I'm quite disappointed, I'm not going to push it because I think I was just going to do some groundwork, some practice for an audition, an online audition that I want to do. But this is forecast to continue throughout the night. So do you know what? I'm just going to bail and give the horses their tea and let them out into the field. Also, Auntie Pam rode Tiny earlier and he wasn't quite sound. She was this absolutely fine walk. He was just a bit unsound in shot. So we're just gonna. Here's the boy. He's just gonna have his tea. We don't have to do any groundwork, little man, today. Have his tea, move the electric fence up a bit, and then call it a day. So I have been up. I come up probably as Tiny's hungry. He gets hungry. I probably explained this before, but I come up really early in the morning to let them in and give them their breakfast. Then I usually come back either mid-morning or lunchtime. I had to answer the phone then. And then, so I come up mid-morning or lunchtime, depending if I'm going to do something in the morning with the horses, you know, ride or groundwork or whatever. And then come up either mid-afternoon or tea time to give them their tea and let them back out again. So today it was going to be tea time when we did something, and it's been alright all day weather-wise until now. Anyway, hey ho. This is well, it's part of horse life, isn't it? You plan, man plans, God, what is it? Man plans, God laughs, or something like that. So you plan and then you have to change your mind. Not the end of the world. Is it, Tiny? He says no, get my tea. Doing what do you like? Right, I'll go get their teas ready.
So I'm just going to put Tiny's coat on because it's raining and the forecast is for the temperature to be fairly cool, about 12 degrees, and he doesn't cope so well, especially when it's raining. Gets a bit unhappy, so just put the coat on. As I'm watching this, I'm just admiring my lockdown hair. I can't be bothered going to have it coloured. So what I'm doing here actually is, whilst he's just having his tea, I'm just feeling down his legs to see if I can feel anything other than what I think it might be. So I'm thinking it might be something to do with his shoes. Perhaps I don't know. I used to go for lessons and the lady there had an older horse who used to just feel his feet as they say, after he'd been shod just for a day or two. So I'm just feeling for any heat or any swellings or just anything really that's just out of the ordinary, or any reaction that he has to me, you know, feeling his perhaps it's some bruising or something like that. You just don't know. But I couldn't find anything, which is good, but it still leads you to ponder and think, and I'll be thinking about it all night. I can see Chief in the background. He wants to help Dylan finish his tea. He's always happy to oblige like that, is Chief. Oh no, he's going to come and see if Tiny's got any left.
You can open the gate now. As soon as it gets ready, my hair goes really. Oh, little Rip's waiting. There we go.
Right, we're off to sort the fence out for the boys. You can see them looking. Has she moved it already? And no, she hasn't. So they're going to follow me, see what we do. We've just had so much rain. I think you can tell from looking at the floor, looking at the ground, it's so wet. And that's another thing I thought of. If you look around, you can see that there's quite a lot of marks where they've been running around and having a bit of a hoolie, and Tiny is the biggest hoolier that we have. Might have mentioned that before. Right, so I'm going to start here. I used to be really funny about keeping the straight line on the fence. It had to be absolutely straight. Now I just don't care. I've had so much rain, can't get over it. We had a really dry spring. The farmer that brought the straw was saying how it affected the straw. Well, the the arable farming, it's a lot shorter. Oh, I think I was a pheasant running around the back of that tree then. This little post is broken. I'm been scrabbling around for posts. They get broken and you have to replace them. All this as well is future proofing, because I'm going to need more fence for it to go over to the main fence, which divides my field into two. So I'm just thinking, have I given them enough? And my brain saying, yes you have, and my heart saying, give them more. And that's where it's my biggest downfall, because I give them too much. Tiny says, give me more. Here I was just watching Tiny eat. It's getting to a point where his teeth are being affected by his age. The dentist said he has some loose ones, so which they're not loose to touch, but when he has his teeth rasped, they feel a bit uncomfortable. He has to have the fine rasp, which takes a bit longer, but it's more comfortable for him. So I'm just watching him. He's absolutely fine, isn't he? Eating. He'll still eat his haylage as well, which is good. So I think I've given them enough here. I'm just about to walk off, thinking, yeah, I've given them enough. And then I turn round and think, oh, I'll just give them a bit more. What am I like? I don't know why I do this. Probably live to regret it, but just a little bit more. What harm? But I'm going to have to be really strict. August, you know, generally it's a bit of a drier month and the grass doesn't grow so much, but September, October it can really sometimes be quite spring-like, so the back of my mind, I'm going to have to be really, really strict. I'm going to do a video with Dylan and Chief because it's a year since Dylan had a little tiny touch of kind of laminitis. His laminitis stretched a bit and the farrier pointed it out, so we've been doing a bit of a diary. So there you go. That's it. That is it. That's it. Put your foot down, Shan.
So there you go, that was day 9. It's not the most spectacular video, but that's what everyday horses, every day it's different, isn't it? And you might plan something and it's not necessarily going to turn out how you planned it, but that's life. So just look, there's no point pushing it. As much as I'm a bit disappointed, there's just no point pushing it. I just know that from my age, that, you know, past experience, just don't push it. So just do something else. It's not going to happen, and there's always tomorrow. So, but now there isn't tomorrow, because tomorrow we were going to go and hire an arena, and Emily and Isabella were going to do the show jumps, and I was going to just, you know, do a bit of training, but we can't do that now because it's closed. So even that's not working, so that's a clue, isn't it? So we'll just go out for a nice ride instead, even if it's raining. Hopefully, fingers crossed it won't be, but it might be because in the UK it's a bank holiday weekend. Enough said. So anyway, onward, and we'll see you next time.